On February 19, 2026, inside the Roaring Arena in Milan, 2026 Winter Olympics, Alysa Liu watched his daughter make history. Moments earlier, Alysa Liu delivered the performance of her life, securing Olympic gold and becoming the first American woman in 24 years to reach the top of the podium in women's figure skating. The crowd erupted. Her coaches wept. Alysa cried tears of disbelief and triumph, and so did her father. But the next day, in an emotional interview with USA Today, Alysa made a stunning admission. In retrospect, I made a mistake. This wasn't about choreography or competition strategy. It was about a decision years earlier that would deeply affect his daughter's life. A dream that came with pressure. Alysa Liu, a single father of 5 and an immigration attorney in the Bay Area, had dedicated years to supporting Alysa's skating career. By age 13, she was already breaking records and was widely viewed as a generational talent in U.S. figure skating. In preparation for the 2020 Winter Olympics, Alysa agreed to send 15-year-old Alysa to train in Colorado Springs, home to the United States Olympic and Paralympic Training Center. On paper, it was the logical move for an athlete with Olympic aspiration. But away from her siblings and her Oakland home, Alysa struggled silently. Alysa later revealed that he underestimated how deeply the separation affected her. Drawing from his own experience of attending boarding school at 14, he believed she would adapt. Instead, Alysa became overwhelmed by the intense pressure of elite competition and isolation. She competed in Beijing, finishing 6th. Months later, at just 16, she announced her retirement quietly on Instagram. Her social media went dark. Behind the scenes, she was dealing with trauma and later described symptoms consistent with PTSD linked to years of competitive strain. A break, a rebuild, a boundary. For nearly 2 years, Alysa stepped away from skating. She enrolled at University of California, Los Angeles, spent time with friends, and embraced a life free from competition schedules. Then in early 2024, something changed. During a family ski trip, she rediscovered the joy of speed, the feeling that first made her fall in love with the ice. She decided to return, but this time it would be different. Alysa told her father she was coming back to the sport without him involved in the training process. It was a painful but pivotal moment. Alysa later told the New York Times that it hurt deeply. Still, he accepted her decision. He realized that being her father and managing her athletic career were two separate roles, and that blurring them had consequences. Redemption in Milan at the 2026 Games. Alysa wasn't analyzing jump speed or texting coaches from the rafters. He was simply a dad in the stands. When Alysa landed her final jump and the gold medal became official, it marked not just a sporting victory but a personal one. Her comeback became one of the most remarkable in figure skating history. Alysa's tears that night held pride, relief, and reflection. He had supported her dream, but he had also learned that resilience cannot be imposed. It must be chosen. In Milan, father and daughter stood on different paths, but they arrived at the same destination: growth, understanding, and Olympic glory.